manifest exactly what you put your focus on. You see, focus is the most important thing that you can learn, because a lot of us are so unfocused. A lot of us are just not only so unfocused, but we're focusing on so many different things, and we're focusing on things that we don't want to bring into our life. But when focus is the one main reason as to what comes into your life, it's so important that we take control of it. Because if we do not take control of this focus, we will end up manifesting what we don't want. We'll end up saying, I told you so, man. This always happens to me. Because your focus is exactly what you are going to manifest every single time. I mean, just look at experiments like the double slit experiment, where that just proves that our focus, our literal focus, is everything. When we focus on something, it literally collapses the wave, and it actually manifests things into our life. You see, I may have told this story before, but I'll tell it again. I really wanted to test the power of focus. So, as I was moving to where I'm living at right now, I knew my focus would be off. But I knew at the same time I wanted to test it. So I thought, I'll test it with my YouTube views. And so what I did is, as I was going, and some of you may not even notice I was gone, maybe besides the lack of comments and stuff like that. But what I did was I made the same amount of videos that I usually post, and I had them scheduled ahead of time. And when I did that, I let them go, and my focus was completely off of YouTube, completely off. And on top of that, just to make this experiment, more crazy, I caught, that thing, and I got really sick. And so my focus was super, off of YouTube. And so fast forward, whenever I started to feel better, whenever I moved into my new place, I got on my YouTube channel, and I realized that, wow, my views have dropped. I mean, it's not a big deal, it's whatever, but my focus was not there, and so my views dropped. And so that was the first part of my experiment. And now I had to initiate the second part. And the second part was, I'm going to make my views go back up. And not only that, I'm going to make them go up higher than they were before. And so, I kid you not, the day I started, the same day I started, my views went up. And that ever since that day, they have never dropped to where they were at before. And I did nothing physically different. The only thing that I did different was I put my focus. I wanted my views to be back up to where they were at, or even more. And I put my focus on making content again, putting my love into it. And as I did this, my views climbed, and my experiment worked. What you focus on expands, and what you focus on manifests. And what most people don't realize, and what most people mess up, is that we are focusing on so much junk, on so much anxiety-ridden stories, on this worry, on, so much stuff we focus on that's just not good. And we end up creating these things, and we think that this reality is giving us all this bad stuff, but it's really just us. It's really just us focusing on all these negative things. And so we must take control back. Do your own experiment. Prove to yourself that focus is everything. Don't just take my word for it. Do it yourself. Figure out what kind of experiment that you can do to prove to yourself that focus is creating your reality. So what you must do is you must put your focus on what you want to manifest, and you must ignore what you are not trying to manifest. Simple as that. Put your focus on what you want to bring into your life, and ignore everything else that you do not want into your life. And I promise you, you will manifest everything that you are trying to manifest as long as you keep your focus. So comment down below, I am focused on my desire. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.